If you're a foreigner in Lithuania, one that hasn't grown up in the region, then you might be really confused on September 1st when you see kids all over the country carrying flowers. You might know that it's the first day of school, and so, using logic, one would probably make a good educated guess that these flowers are for teachers. And yes, that is the correct answer. In Lithuania, the first day of September is not only the first day of school, but it's called the Day of Science and Knowledge. As noted by TrueLithuania.com, September 1st is the universal start to the school year in Lithuania, and it's also followed by most universities. School children will traditionally bring flowers to their teachers, and it is said that there are no lessons, but rather a short introduction. TrueLithuania.com also notes that alcohol sales are banned all over Lithuania on that day to discourage teenagers from getting drunk in post-holiday meetups with classmates. It looks like this holiday and tradition has its roots in the Soviet Union, and if it's true, then I'm very sorry to be the bearer of this bad news, if you didn't know about that already. The website RussianLife.com states that the Day of Knowledge was officially established in 1984. It adds that this celebratory day is observed not only in Russia, but also in numerous post-Soviet countries. And well, it's clear that Lithuania counts in this group as well. Actually, when I look at older photos, it does appear that the tradition of giving flowers is much older than the 1980s. One source I could find online says it began in the early 20th century. So maybe there isn't such a strong Soviet link to this tradition after all. But while Lithuania continues its trend of de-Sovietizing its street names, monuments, statues, memorial plaques, and more, I guess this tradition is honest and pure enough to be kept around, even if it did arrive as a result of Soviet occupation. But again, correct me if I'm wrong, and let me know if this flower tradition existed earlier than the 1980s. Nonetheless, pretty much wherever you are in the world, no matter what age or time period, teachers have a tough job. It's an honorable profession, but one that demands dedication and sacrifice while also being underpaid and overworked. And so it's nice that Lithuania has kept the tradition of honoring teachers with piles and piles of flowers. News reports talk about the flower known as gladiolus or sword lily as the traditional flower of choice to give teachers. In Lithuanian, these are known as kardeliai. The website flowersussr.com says, "What changed is the type of bouquets that children bring to their teachers these days. It used to be dahlias and gladioluses from the garden, the family's own garden or friends, or even neighbor's garden. Those flowers were in season, and that's what most students used to bring to school on the 1st of September. And while this website statement isn't directed towards Lithuania, it seems like trends are changing here as well. An article by 15 Minutes, or in Lithuanian known as 15 minučių, interviews a florist about whether or not the gladiolus is still the flower to buy, as opposed to being less traditional and getting something else. The florist says, all of them are suitable, because the flower itself is a sign of attention. It can be asters, dahlias, chrysanthemums, and roses, if a person likes roses or wildflowers. The article brings attention to the issues that arise from so many flowers being gifted to teachers, with the florist saying, I have quite a few teachers I know, from whom I have heard that they receive so many flowers that they don't even have a place to put them afterwards. So maybe you should take this into account and not choose gigantic bouquets. Don't carry roses or gladioluses, but limit yourself to a more minimalist, delicate bouquet or one beautiful larger flower. For example, a hydrangea. Now they're available in very beautiful, overbloomed vintage colors. And it's stated that even a single flower given with love, attention, and respect can sometimes be much more valuable. The florist says, at least don't go for the same crappy cheapest option you can buy at any mall. It's better not to be too lazy. Spend 5 minutes, go to the nearest flower shop, and just buy one beautiful flower. Unsurprisingly, it's a profitable time for those in the flower business. A 2017 article by 15 minučių says that prices shoot up by about 20 to 30% for this special occasion. Yes, it's a 7-year-old article, so take it for what it is. I'm not going to go too deep into investigating flowers on September 1st, so I'm not sure about the more current trends and prices and price gouging. So do comment below if you think trends have changed in the past years. But anyways, back to the article, it says that many people buy flowers for September 1st the day before. It says that prices of flowers before September 1st go up a week or even 10 days before the holiday. It's not even due to the flower vendors that people are buying from. It's a result of price hikes from suppliers. A flower seller interviewed for the old article says, the Dutch use the opportunity to increase the prices before the auction. So that's what I could find on the September 1st tradition of students taking flowers to school to give to teachers. I certainly never had this tradition growing up in Canada, but it sounds nice. Unless you're a teacher who has a strong or sensitive allergy to certain flowers, then it might be less pleasant. Did you grow up doing this? Share your experiences by leaving a comment. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoy this channel and want to support me in making more videos, please consider becoming a Patreon patron. There's a link down in the description for you to check out. Thanks so much for watching.
Dėlius moteris perka darželinukui ir mokyklinukui.
Ramia sąžinė ir keliausim rytoj mokyklos su gėlytėm tiek į darželį, tiek į mokyklą.
Nors kai kurios mokyklos prašo šiemet.